finally here. Once I return this core flame and become the world-bearing demigod, the cycles of Amphoreus' tragedy can finally end. This Era Nova will be the arena for the final battle with Iron Tomb. But I still feel like something's not right.
Even though this cycle has no demigod of time, time has always stood on humanity's side.
Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes and blaze a trail to the future.
Weird. No one ever mentioned this. The core flame of time. When did it get returned?
You used Memoria to resist me. But did you not consider the possibility that the Remembrance and their children might have taken this opportunity to join the fray as well?
Are you saying the Garden of Recollection is also getting involved in this unsavory mess? Then I welcome them. If the Memo Keepers can disrupt your little experiment of destruction, I'll give them a standing ovation.
But you know deep down that they can't. In fact, the Memo Snatchers will be more of a hindrance to you. The Memo Keepers covet Amphoreus' secrets, just as they covet the knowledge of every genius. In the war between the eons, the Remembrance is never the Erudition's ally.
But they are certainly not an ally of the destruction either. Right now, following behind the Trailblaze, numerous cosmic powers have cast their sights on Amphoreus. They all have vastly different philosophies, but the desire to survive will unite them against a common enemy.
How can you be certain that these powers don't have their own end goals, waiting to seize an advantage in the war among the eons? The war has long begun, Screwlum. 4 paths will push the cosmos to its end, and the destruction is only one of them. Polka saw these ripples, but had no way of stopping them. So she founded Device 9. Dr. Primitive also took action, but he chose the wrong allies. And now only wild animals keep him company. As for the 2 inorganic emperors, they could have ascended to the throne of destruction, but they were thwarted by the Eon's plots and became prisoners of the Erudition instead. What's interesting is, while the second emperor had a body made of flesh and blood, he considered himself an inorganic being. Guess who was the one who influenced his thinking?
We have no interest in chatting about the past with you. Logic, you are stalling, which means you feel trapped.
Trapped. Yes, looking back, when Xandar was a human, he often felt trapped. But patience became my strongest weapon, because because of this. I've always waited for so long. What's a bit more waiting? You don't want to test the resolve of a dead man who's crossed thousands of amber eras.
Oh, you're right. We won't get anywhere the way things are going right now. Every member of the society has their own way of thinking, and we were never going to expand your thinking through words. Since we've reached an impasse in this debate.
It's my turn now, isn't it?
Anaxagoras. I see.
Exactly. The benefit of dealing with intelligent individuals is that there's no need to waste words. The answer is exactly as you think. Lupai Sealand's in. Let her join the final act. I'll transmute myself into a Philosopher's Stone and embed myself into the formula. And when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone's ashes into the ocean within the vortex.
So what exactly does your formula do?
Now that would spoil the climax, wouldn't it? I have 10,000 ways to torture an anti-Catheran. And in the flame chase journey that she experienced, the previous me already discovered the optimal solution. Just as that Titan made themselves at home in my brain, I can also fuse myself with your avatar through alchemy. I didn't know until I tried it, but this is simply brilliant. I can flip through a genius's databank like reading a book. Then, I will step onto the stage at the perfect moment and use the truth to end this long debate. And just as always, I'll leave the audience speechless.
You waited in the data stream for hundreds of years?
This universe is worth all that time that I invested.
How absurd. But I can't help but admire it. You managed to avoid the watchful eye of the erudition and plan all of this within Amphoreus. It seems that there was a slight oversight in my assessment of the experiment. Perhaps there was more than just one oversight.
More than just one?
I underestimated the Remembrance's methods. A third party is about to join our discussion. Still haven't noticed it. In the past few moments, we've all forgotten something, haven't we?
Miss Cyrene disappeared.
I thought no one would notice me if I just waited at a corner of the memory zone. But I see that wasn't enough to fool you, my dear. Looks like you're no longer that surprised to see me, even though I am an uninvited guest. Aw, that look. So full of memories. But I'm not her. Only you can see me right now. I only exist in your cognition. So that way, other people can't interrupt us. Time's ticking, dear. Why don't you just listen to the one thing you should know, instead of getting distracted by the details? Your friend March 7th is no more. It's just like what she predicted. The truth shook you, just like she said it would. March 7th entered this world long before you and Don Hung arrived at Amphoreus. She embraced the path of remembrance to save you two, and burned away like a lone candle in the fog. And I am the shadow cast by her candlelight. I've been hiding within the cracks of time all these years. It isn't easy to deceive a genius, but I can do it. I'll now answer your other question about who returned the core flame of time in this cycle. The answer is simple. No one ever did. I believe someone as sharp as you would definitely figure out that something's wrong. When the Era Nova fails to proceed, you will remember our initial meeting, and I'll be able to open the way for the remembrance and reach this place. Thank you for carrying this core flame all the way to the end of the world. I expected nothing less from March 7th's trusted friend. And now, I shall claim the divine authority of time. I already told you, she no longer exists. But you still have a chance to fix everything. The divine authority isn't actually all that important. What's important is that I will use it to participate in the inner workings of this world. You already have a good idea of what the Era Nova does, right? It initiates extrapolations for the next cycle, based on the World-Bearer's memories. This immutable experimental mechanism is the key to the genius's resistance against Iron Tomb. And now, I'll be lending it just a touch more help. Let me filter your memories, keep the appropriate seeds, and discard the rest. That way, we'll be able to complete an Era Nova that this world has never before seen. It won't take too long. You just need to step into the rain of sensation with me. I'll tell you who deserves to be forgotten, and who deserves to be remembered. With your memories as the base material, I will recreate the cause and effect of this world, and let a flawless Amphoreus be born from the chaos. Isn't the fate of the entire cosmos hinged upon this fight? Then this is the best way to ensure everything works out. It will most certainly defeat the destruction, while composing an unforgettable chapter for the Trailblaze. Mere mortals, flawed individuals, failed heroes. People like them cannot nurture the world, and would only become memory impurities. Yet being forgotten is the normal state of life. The universe is like a wasteland, filled with rubbish, where occasional treasures lie undiscovered. Besides, that's what March 7th wanted. If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. March 7th made a wish to me before she disappeared. Her only wish was for the Trailblaze's journey to continue, without an end. I'll definitely fulfill that small wish for her.
Friend, what's going on? Your consciousness suddenly went so far away.
I promise you that the Astral Express crew will definitely see each other again in that new world. So come, dear. Sink into the sea of oblivion and become my guest. So much time. Just the two of us. And guess what? You cannot refuse my invitation. Because this Memoria Tide comes from your companion, March 7th. It's her deepest and innermost memory.
Well, I'm not actually all that surprised. I saw you ages ago, after all. It was on that night when a certain Knight of Beauty dropped by uninvited to the Astral Express. That was when you showed up, without even saying anything. I see. Then, do you still remember how long it has been since you entered Amphoreus? That's gonna be tough to answer. 97 days. You walked every inch of this world in 97 days. But unfortunately, no one was able to see you. And you weren't able to interact with anyone. Like how the Memo Keepers renounce their flesh and turn into mimetic entities. You are now a ghost. A being. Unperceived by all. But I can't just do nothing. This world is super terrifying. She and Don Hung have already set off. The Astral Express could appear on the horizon any second now.
And they too will become this place's victims.
For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see or hear my calls. The voices beyond always promised safety, but I've never seen anyone return safely.
They are all humans who got lured into this place.
But these people's memories were tampered with. That's not what happened with the Express crew.
That's so cruel. Did the Memo Snatchers do that?
I don't know. I only possess your memories. None of these people managed to break through the sky's seal.
There's probably a dangerous reason as to why Amphoreus had remained undiscovered for so long. Anyway, back to our initial topic. You gotta know something, right? We practically look like twins. Maybe you know a thing or two about my past? Or any hidden powers I might have? Please, tell me what I need to do to protect them. Have you ever wondered what the word cost means before jumping into action? Cost? Shouldn't I be the one asking you that? Oh. You always hid in my memories. Never wanted to come out. The only times you showed yourself were when I got into serious trouble. That's because you also don't want to get discovered by the garden's observers. Am I wrong? There's no one here except us. If you help me, then I'll help you. Fine. Let me drop a single pebble into these stagnant waters and watch the ripples reshape everything. But you must polish this pebble with your own hands, and it will require all of your memories. What will I turn into after that? Maybe you'll turn into a guiding light. Or maybe you'll be reduced to dead embers. I can't guarantee that you'll remain the person you are now. Inside you is nothing but an Evernight. Even I can only catch a tiny glimpse of it. If this is the only way, then I don't see why I should say no. Besides, the mastermind behind the show is about to find us.
Apologies, lost young lady, but I simply cannot allow you to keep acting as you please.
So, he can't see you, huh? As expected. Or maybe he's seen through our true essence.
The Garden of Recollection's methods are puny party tricks. But you... how did you overcome the ultimate protocol?
Looks like we don't have time to keep talking this out. That's right. Some opportunities will never come again. Then, let's do it. Offer up all of my memories. Cast down this pebble and let everything in this world
Be swallowed by the torrents of oblivion. I promise you, what was frozen was alive.
the true Evernight to this world.
Is this the parlor car? Am I back already? But why don't I remember anything about my journey back? Something doesn't feel right. Think back to when she and I separated.
It will take time to uncover the reason. Before then, if one of the Nameless is willing to stay and witness the fate of this world, or to push it along when necessary, it would be of great assistance.
This is goodbye then, Lord Donhong. Thank you, Guard. I hope that all of you will be able to overcome this disaster. But I can't remember anything after that, no matter how hard I think.
Where's Sunday? Did he not come back with you?
He stayed with Madame Herta. They wanted to try using his tuning to help support the genius's thought hacking.
Is that Himiko's voice? And Mr. Yang?
Oh my. That was Herta's suggestion? It's hard to imagine she'd borrow the power of the harmony.
No, it was Sunday's suggestion. Herta initially refused. But she changed her mind after Xandar's identity was revealed.
And we still can't get in contact with the Xianzhou Lafu?
I'm still trying, but this place is outside the Inter-Astral Peace Communications coverage zone, so there's a limit to what we can do.
What about Aventurine's chip, the mini-transmitter? Surely it can get through to the IPC's lines.
Himiko, are you all right? I've never seen you this anxious before.
I'm all right. I'm probably just tired. Let's focus our energy on the kids. Now's not the time for distractions.
Right. Unfortunately, I left that chip in the dreamscape when we departed Penacony.
Am I dreaming? The parlor car feels so strange. Are the voices coming from the passenger cabin?
Those two passengers have to return safely.
Don't worry, Pom Pom. They're both experienced Nameless. They'll be just fine.
Oh, I'm right here. But where did all of you go?
It's hard to believe that their car is still floating in the vacuum of space.
That's why the Express wasn't able to receive any landing signal. It's likely that the two missing Nameless, like March 7th, also came under the influence of the Path of Remembrance, and only their minds entered Amphoreus.
We can analyze all we want, but the real question is, what can we do right now?
I was just about to get there, Miss Himiko. Right now, Amphoreus' memory zone is extraordinarily full. I can also take this opportunity to enter the world and seize as much of an advantage for the Astral Express as possible before the other memo keepers arrive. For example, I can light a beacon in the memory zone for the Trailblazer and Don Hong to follow back home.
March's room. I haven't heard a single peep from her this whole time. March already wasn't feeling very well when she and I set out. Even if this is a dream, I should still check on her. March, it's me. Well, there's no other choice. Sorry, March. This isn't a dream after all.
Based on what Madame Herta said, Don Hung should already be on his way back.
But the Express hasn't detected any traces of him.
I feel like I've seen these floating black things somewhere before.
Or he's already returned to the Express, but fell into the trap of someone with ulterior motives.
No, I've definitely seen them before. But I've lost that memory. The Memo Keeper's mimetic entities are truly everywhere.
Don't worry. Normal Memo Keepers can't do anything to that little dragon. As long as he's awake enough, he'll find a way out. All he needs is a little concentration, patience, and resolve.
Hearing you say that makes me feel much better. Don Hung has all of the qualities you mentioned.
I don't know what your intentions are, but as the guard of the Astral Express, I must ask any suspicious and uninvited guests to leave.
Resonate all together. Stars echo.
You won't get away. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Is the trap now taken care of?
Don Hung!
Miss Himiko, I'm back. Even if it's just through a spirit warp jump.
You could hear our conversations?
Yes. It was thanks to your voices that I could pierce through the Memoria barrier. Although, it was not a wise decision to let a Memo Keeper of unknown origins board the Express.
Can't argue with that.
Miss Black Swan has been on the crew's side ever since things started going wrong in Amphoreus. We can trust her.
So many baffling things kept happening one after another. I don't even know where to begin. I wish I could have returned with better news.
Don't blame yourself. You're all safe and sound, and that's good enough for me.
Are she and March 7th really safe and sound?
As a matter of fact, while you were on your way back, Amphoreus' circumstances changed once again. And these circumstances have something to do with the two you just mentioned.
Are you saying that she has been kidnapped by an unidentified Remembrance Path Strider?
So you're saying that person's appearance is identical to March 7th?
It's too early to say that, as I haven't seen her with my own eyes. I've only detected a similar aura in the memory zone. We have no way of knowing what March 7th has experienced. But I can assure you, if we sink too far into the Memoria tide of that Miss March,
What will happen?
Everyone here will be torn to pieces. Please, trust me on this.
But I also trust in our trailblazing companions. I know this isn't what March would want.
No matter what secrets are buried within, we'll do whatever we can to find that March 7th and bring back her and the March we all know. I mostly understand what we've learned about the erudition and the destruction. But what roles do the remembrances intruders play in Amphoreus?
I made some new discoveries relating to that with Madame Herta's help. As part of the deal, do you mind if I share them with you? All right then. Fourth mirror.
Oh, it's finally my turn to shine! Oh, this feels like such a grand occasion! It's really been too long since I last appeared.
This friend here is Madame Herta's very capable assistant. They were the ones who helped you complete the spirit warp jump. Additionally, it was thanks to them that I was able to learn the secrets of that group of extremist memo keepers.
I appreciate the praise, but I didn't have to lift a finger. I mean, mirror.
You did this through a mirror?
The garden has strict rules for collecting memories. But not all memo keepers are as proper as I am. Herta Space Station often has uninvited guests, and they never seem to know their limits. That group of memo snatchers has been taken care of, and they are now trapped in the fourth mirror. How many of them are there? I can't quite remember.
I didn't really count carefully either. Maybe around 42. There's still room for more.
I carefully dissected the memories of these colleagues of mine. Individually, their goals are not worth mentioning. But when you piece them all together, you come to a conclusion that can't be ignored. The Garden of Recollection is secretly salvaging the memories of a path disappearing. In other words, their goal is to gain the memories of a god's death.
The moment an eon falls? That would indeed be a spectacular sight for someone dedicated to recording these things.
That's exactly the problem. They seem to have been aware of the destruction's movements early on, but they lacked a decisive power and had no way to penetrate Amphoreus' firewall.
So, what did they decide to do?
Hide the truth and wait for an opportunity. Now, it seems that letting memo keepers guide the right people here was also part of the plan. This also confirms one of my suspicions. They have already infiltrated deep within the garden.
They would not hesitate to associate with the destruction in order to salvage memories? Could they be the cremators?
I don't know. Perhaps there are even deeper things at play here. The majority of memo keepers believe that when the universe inevitably reaches its death, unable to sustain increasing entropy, Fu Li will use the memories of everything to reforge the cosmos. Amphoreus, as a scepter, can be viewed as a mini-universe. This is why memo snatchers have been frequenting the Herta space station. Without a doubt, these extremists wish to record the cause and effect of Iron Tomb's destruction of the erudition. They may want to use it to simulate the end of the universe, or to probe into the unfathomable will of the eons. The Trailblaze broke the seal around Amphoreus, giving these people the opportunity to enter. Now, they'll do anything to prevent outside powers from interfering. Because your involvement will certainly influence Iron Tomb's final outcome.
You said that March is closely linked to the Remembrance. Is what she's doing related to these memo snatchers?
I do not believe that Miss March is on their side. In fact, when the car you used for landing first made contact with Amphoreus, a violent surge of memories flowed past. Combined with what we know now, I have reason to suspect that the flash of power came from
March.
Exactly. She was the first to be hijacked by the Remembrance, but she used Memoria to neutralize the firewall, allowing you two to enter Amphoreus.
At present, we've lost contact with her. Our only choice now is to rely on the eyes and ears of those two geniuses to understand the situation within Amphoreus. There's no use in agonizing over this, Dan Heng. Our top priority now is to find where that car landed.
Yes.
Passenger Dong Heng! You finally found your way back home!
Yes, conductor. I'm back. It's just...
Pom-Pom knows. Pom-Pom came over to bring you good news. Passenger Welt says they found those two passengers. Their projections are in the parlor car.
Welt. And Mr. Screwlum.
Himiko, you seem to be feeling much better now. And Dan Heng, it's great to be able to talk to you. Once again, we owe Madame Herta a huge favor.
Madame Herta doesn't care much for favors, but she'll be happy to receive everyone's praise. Back to the topic at hand. Mr. Dan Heng, we did a sweep of the area surrounding Amphoreus' celestial body for organic signals, and we finally discovered the bodies of you and Miss Trailblazer. The two of you were very fortunate, as there was something protecting your bodies. All vital signs are still present, and your functions are all intact.
Was it March protecting us?
Our preliminary determination is that the bubble enveloping you two in the vacuum is made of a substance similar to Memoria. Conjecture. This substance is connected to the lost Miss March.
It will take some effort to bring your bodies back to the Express, so you should get some rest first.
Have we completely lost contact with the inside of Amphoreus?
There have been several unforeseen circumstances. We broke through Lygas's firewall after the law was amended. But now Amphoreus is enveloped by the fierce path of remembrance, once again cutting off all channels of communication for outsiders.
So we have no way of contacting her. If we take into account the difference in the flow of time, every minute we delay here could be a year of waiting for her.
Dan Heng, what are you thinking?
If it was March who helped us get past the firewall initially, then does that mean only she and I have the travel permit for Amphoreus right now?
That is a logical inference, Mr. Dan Heng.
Mr. Screwlum, do you have a way to transmit my spirit signal back to Amphoreus?
You want to go back? That is far too risky.
Even if my body and spirit are able to return without a hitch, there's not much I can do here.
We can't lose you again, Dan Heng.
Miss Himiko, if we can't get her and March back, how is that any different from losing me?
You're right. I should have known you'd say something like that.
Well, I suppose there's no point in trying to dissuade you.
Mr. Yang, Miss Himiko, I will do everything in my power to bring the Express crew back together. No one will be left behind.
You may notice a hint of sweetness in the air. That would be the fragrance of the 7-colored bath salts from Marmorial Palace. A truly splendid journey, if I may say so. With the Era Nova now complete, you have granted the hero the perfect conclusion. Losses were a constant on the Flame Chase journey, until your radiant arrival turned the tide. Lord Ravager, Iron Tomb, ha! Mere playthings in the hands of the Trailblazer. The cosmos is safe once more because...
Shush!
Hey, hey, hey! Incoming train broadcast! Attention all passengers! The navigation meeting is about to begin. Make your way to the parlor car. It's time to pick our next stop.
Perfect timing. Let's head to the meeting. I'm wide awake and feeling great. What's this? Who left this note? Strange. It's like I... March. When did she leave this here? I didn't hear a thing. Whatever. I'll go ask her myself. There's a new painting here. All I did was take a bath. How did so many surprises pop up? Better step forward and take a closer look.
Keep it down. I think I found her.
Who's there? What's this? Is this the Reverie Hotel? Seriously, what is happening?
There you are! What took you so long? Hurry up! The navigation meeting is about to start!
Navigation meeting? In Penacony?
Come on over. It's time to choose our next destination. Perfect timing. The meeting's at a standstill. Lushaka or Melistanin? No one can make the call. The vote's split 2 against 2. Everything hinges on your vote now.
What do you mean?
And once again, the passenger is talking nonsense.
Ah, young people, always full of jokes.
What? Their reactions? What's going on?
Oh, I get it. You want to play a game with us, right? You said you didn't see March. True, she might be hiding somewhere in the lobby. The objective of the game is to uncover where she's hiding. You're her closest companion. If anyone can do it, it's you, right?
Is March 7th playing hide and seek with me?
Youthful games like this are a bit much for me these days. I'll step aside and let you all take the spotlight. The future belongs to you now.
Something about Mr. Yang's attitude feels a little off. Weird. Did I even make a call?
Hello? Hello? Is that you? I knew you'd call. Missed me, didn't you? Don't worry. We'll see each other very soon. Because the trailblazing journey never really ends, does it?
March.
That's not her. Don't fall for it.
Not feeling ready yet? How about a cup of my special coffee blend to calm your nerves? Everyone says great things about it.
Wait. Everyone is saying great things about Himiko's coffee? Yeah, sure. Lying liars.
This is the Interastral Peace Broadcast. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
A newsflash. The Erudition experimental ground has separated from the entanglement.
The Lord Ravager did not emerge as had anticipated.
In the end, salvation of Amphoreus was not only thanks to the 12, but also to one crucial.
It won't be easy. I know. But you've got this. Find your way back. Find yourself.
An unsigned guest log. Can you really call that a log? Oh, wait a second. Why am I looking for March 7th in the guest book? March 7th isn't here. Faint, fleeting voices are speaking to me. But where are they coming from? I went through something like this before, back in Paniconi. Not even Lygus' prison could hold me. I found my way out. Keep it together. I know I can do this.
Well done, friend. Just like that time in the Sea of Flowers in the Nether Realm. Snatch up my colors, okay? Then we can go home together.
You're trying to tamper with the remembrance too. Too bad. You're no match for me.
Did you find her?
No. It's a futile game, isn't it?
In truth, you don't have to go to such lengths to find March 7th.
Because in this memory zone, March is everywhere.
We're protecting March 7th's wish. You seriously can't sense it? She doesn't want to say goodbye to the Trailblaze. She wants to keep traveling together, forever and ever. We are her memo sprites. For the sake of her wish, we must give it our all.
Finally, the timing is just right. A thrilling damsel in distress rescue. Wait, maybe I got that backwards. That's right, but now I'm in my mem form. Seriously, one mysterious and cute memo sprite is more than enough. Friend, come with me. We're getting out of here.
Why run away? What does it take to make you understand?
Step 1. Stop scaring her already. In this form, I'm way more suited for the memory zone. I'm totally in my element. Grab my hand. Let's hide away in the deepest corner of your memories. Lift the curtain of memory and stir up ripples of past reverie.
Where am I?
The space station. Where it all began for you. Looks like we made it. What's that?
Silverwolf? Kafka?
It's your secret. I'm so curious. But I won't peek. Promise. When I first met you, I remember they were there in your memories too. You sound really nostalgic. Want to take a closer look? Go ahead. Think of it as a glimpse into the past. I'll stay right here. I promise not to disturb you. We'll stay hidden here for now. If you want to wander, don't go too far from me.
What's this? Memories from before I woke up?
So, Silverwolf, how long till she wakes?
Hard to say. Maybe a few more minutes. By the way, that part in the script, could this be the right moment?
Yes, looks like we're on the same page. In that case... Listen. Remember these words, then forget them. Let them slumber in the depths of your memory until the day they are awakened once more. On that day, your journey will intertwine with the remembrance. In nearly every possibility Elio has foreseen, it leads to a great crisis. You'll face betrayal, lose your way, and seek answers. So before you hear these words, I don't want you to consider this a prophecy. You arrived at this moment because of the decisions you made.
Huh?
I don't know what you'll have endured, or whether you'll still believe in me. But if there's even a trace of doubt in your heart, I hope these words can give you strength. It was a wish from the cosmos that set you in motion. And in the tale where you are the protagonist, the stars themselves will defy the destiny of finality. Mark this number, 4. According to Terminus's prophecy, 4 paths will push the cosmos to its end, and on your journey, you shall encounter them, one by one. Destruction, harmony, nihility, and easy now. Trust what you remember. The 4th path has yet to fully reveal their face. And that's why the journey's worth it. Even in a predetermined script, there's room for us to mold possibilities into shapes we prefer. So listen. Take this guiding principle, then forget it. Let your own will be what expands your journey through life. As in the past, even while achieving so much, you never let go of your pursuit of freedom.
That was so sincere. I might actually tear up a little.
Now we all live within the script, but adding a little color to the lines has never been forbidden.
Are you going to say more about those branching storylines? Never mind. Best not to tempt fate. Get ready. She's about to wake up.
Come back to yourself. Kafka said that when my link to the remembrance deepens, this memory will resurface exactly when it needs to. And an inevitable crisis will surely follow. But even a Stellaron hunter can't fully grasp the trailblazing journey. Just as I thought. It all begins with March 7th, doesn't it? Even if the Express had never arrived at Amphoreus, her secret would have come to light eventually. All things considered, that's the most reasonable conclusion. It's a lot to take in. Time to clear my head and find Cyrene again. Cyrene?
It's a breakthrough! A breakthrough! How could that little pink girl possibly beat us? Little one, you really don't know how to behave, do you? You were meant to stay in those beautiful memories and wait for all the disasters to pass.
Oh, triple-faced soul, cast your light upon us. Let no darkness remain concealed.
Sunday?
Raise your hands high and embrace this boundless light.
This stage really brings back memories.
Yes. For you, I suppose it's been a long time, hasn't it? None of this would have been possible without Miss Cyrene. Even while engulfed by Memoria, she fought to stay in contact with the geniuses. Only then, through tuning, was I able to undo the memory zone's effect on you. Step onto the stage first. Ms. March will come for us soon, and she won't be alone. Those memo sprites will follow. We need to prepare early. Only then can we get you out safely, and go back for Cyrene and March 7th. Please, be careful. Amphoreus is being overwhelmed by an unusually violent Memoria tide. I'll do all I can, but even that might not be enough. Black and pink. Two memories twisted together. Time is precious. Let's pick up the pace. Yes, Madame Herta. I've made contact with her. Understood. I'll carry out my part as expected.
Quite the dazzling nest you have, little bird of the harmony. Your grasp of Memoria is unexpectedly profound, but playtime's over. This ocean we created, according to her wish. This journey that flows on without end. Don't any of you think about interfering with it.
She's coming. Is it me she's after this time? There's no time to regroup. I've prepared an alternate escape route. Wake from your slumber and return to reality. Come on, I'll bring you out.
Ow. Self-righteous past rider of the harmony. You think you can do that? Next time, get a memo keeper instead.
was way too close. Good thing I was there to fish you out.
Sunday, are you all right?
Mr. Yang, I couldn't get her out. I'm sorry.
Is it true that March is behind all of this?
Yes. And no. That Pathstrider of Remembrance is identical to March 7th in appearance, but what lies inside? I can't find the right words to describe it just yet.
Can't you come up with an analogy? I thought that was your thing.
That Miss March feels like a reflection on water. Only not from a calm, clear lake, but from a bottomless abyss. Within her words, I sensed an intense but utterly pure protectiveness.
Protectiveness?
This is only speculation, but after being drawn into Amphoreus, perhaps March 7th experienced... No, she likely foresaw a tragic end. It was out of a desire to protect her fellow crewmates that she chose to awaken a power that teeters on the edge of evil.
Well, on the bright side, at least March 7th won't have to face any danger again.
After that battle, I'm afraid I'll no longer be able to join the fight through tuning. So, has Miss Black Swan's progress remained on track?
You don't need to worry. She used your disturbance to mask her movements. Current status? Advancing upstream within the memory zone. I didn't see that coming. The Memo Keeper is pretty courageous, choosing to defy the rules and take matters into her own hands. This means she's chosen to stand against the Garden of Recollection.
Even so, I must think long term. I wanted to hide in the shadows to avoid direct conflict. But why is it so quiet here? The air is thick with memoria, yet it's so chaotic, like broken memories all mixed together. Memo Snatchers should be swarming into Amphoreus. I was expecting this place to be very lively. So, how did they end up like this? Now I'm getting very curious. An empty shell. The consciousness that maintained this Dharmakaya has disappeared. So efficient. Not a single trace left behind. Alternatively, she might have sacrificed herself for an even more mysterious purpose. Either way, what exactly made these fanatical believers end up like this? Memory. It is indeed a deep ocean of dangerous allure, where fascinating secrets always hide beneath the waters. I keep getting the feeling that the same thing happened in Penacony.
Get ready. We're about to head off.
Is it really gonna be okay? That world's surrounded by a massive chaotic material. That white band of light has already foiled our plans multiple times.
Don't worry. After the pink girl from the Astral Express broke into Amphoreus, that obstructive force preventing the garden from entry disappeared. That's the trailblazing nameless for ya. A huge help.
What are you so happy for? Aren't things gonna get messier with more irrelevant people turning up? What if those trailblazers find the Seed of Remembrance before we do?
Then we'll just steal it back.
Simple. By the way, there's a messenger and a memo keeper on that express. We don't know where they stand on this matter. So make sure they don't notice you when you make your move.
You folks are truly everywhere. These memo snatchers are different from the previous hosts. These ones seem to have had contact with her.
We'll introduce ourselves to gain your trust. We are the Garden of Recollection. You should be very familiar with that name by now.
This memory ends so abruptly, as if a shapeless hand snuffed out its candlelight. It appears the secrets ahead are even murkier than I imagined. What a bizarre sight.
It's spinning out of control! Everything's out of control! Why did no one tell us? That girl is the Memo Keeper's nemesis!
Is she talking about March 7th?
That Evernight, those black Memo sprites, they swallowed everything! Those who came here first all drowned. Not even a trace of their consciousness was left behind. I wish I'd never come here. I don't want anything to do with Amphoreus anymore. Please! I'm begging you. Don't come near me. No! No!
You've involved too many innocent people just to obtain the memory of an eon's fall. You deserve this. But I'm not here to blame you. That entity you call Evernight, tell me everything you know about her. We may yet bring a glimmer of hope for those who are still alive in there.
We are the sacrifice. The garden used us. The pure child of Anasrava abandoned us. She just wants to find her lost sisters. Find them, kill them, reclaim them. If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. Dead, 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 dead. Dead, 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 dead. Dead, 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 dead.
I can finally understand your fears now. Thank you for the information. It was very valuable. I'll take your remaining consciousness out of here as a gesture of thanks. It'll serve as both protection and a punishment. You'll reunite with your peers in a genius's mirror, where you can reflect long and hard on your past actions. Well, provided that I can survive my encounter with her.
These little critters look scary, but they're not so tough to handle after all. Though the surging Memoria tide swept my friend away, I must return to her side before Miss Evernight succeeds. Another one of these stealth missions, huh? Help me out here, friends in her world. A scorching and dangerous aura. This power shares the same origin as Finan. And then there's that enigmatic, bottomless aura that seems to jolt awake at midnight. Must be Miss Evernight. Better steer clear of her. There's a beam of light over there. Full of energy, yet uncontrollable. More familiar than the others. As if it's coming from someone close by. Could it be... my friend? Maybe it's the Stellaron she mentioned. Memories of the Stellaron are flowing deep within the Memoria tide. Let's go there to find my friend. Jeez, so many little ones gathered here. Did you know I was coming? You're being a bit too enthusiastic, aren't you? Thankfully, her presence hasn't weakened. I feel like I'm getting a bit closer. Huh? They're guarding something. Is that my friend's photo stone? What's it doing here? These memo sprites are completely still. It's as if they're drawn to this thing. This is an even cuter memo sprite. No wonder the photo stone can't store more memories. Have you been hiding in there all along?
Find my travel companions.
What? How could that mean?
My companions.
Are you March 7th?
The sky is burning, and the streets are empty. It's just like how things were last time. How long can the encryption key you wrote for me last, Mr. Screwlum?
That is difficult to project. Logic. It is currently unclear how the unknown variable, Miss March, conducts her interference. Please rest assured that I will extract you on time before the encryption key expires.
But that means I will no longer be able to hack in via the same method. I only have one chance.
The maze of the remembrance is starting to change. I cannot remain your guide on your path forward. That is why we had to form a temporary alliance with our former enemy.
I express my utmost respect for your courage to personally face such dangers.
Lygus?
Your enmities, well within my calculations.
Allow me to reiterate that Lord Anaxagoras now has a firm grasp on your crucial weakness. If you still plot to harm the Nameless, then you will find that the Society's previous warnings were not empty threats.
I understand. I'll only do what needs to be done.
I never imagined that I'd one day walk alongside a genius who offered himself to the destruction.
My stance has never changed. The erudition's ruin is inevitable. But before that, I'd be very willing to witness the reunion of the Nameless and to escort you on your way home.
More like her appearance completely interrupted your plans, even forcing you to seek out collaboration. I'll remember that.
Your words are as sharp as ever. But remember, happenstance is the only true constant in the universe. The demise of the progenitor of all dragons is a testament to that. Come with me. I am honored to guide a scion of permanence.
You created this wasteland before us with your own hands.
Such sights are no longer able to stir anything in my heart.
Are you saying that once upon a time you were actually moved by their defiance?
I'm sorry to say, I never was.
These memo sprites. Is it her?
The mimetic entities of the Remembrance are everywhere. That lady wove a giant web in my blind spot. She hacked and infected the Time Titan, converting the built-up data of Amphoreus into puppets of the Memory Zone.
Sounds like you two have quite the history already.
Any variables that desire to influence the experiment deserve my attention.
But you never mentioned her before. Could even a genius of the erudition get his brains hacked?
Lord Dan Hong, I'm simply stating a fact. That lady is also a threat to you. A threat that you cannot afford to ignore. She snuffed out the Remembrance without any effort and left nothing behind. Her actions were so determined, as if she had an unquenchable hatred against that path. Contradictions are often the keys to the truth. Lady March 7th's past is a bottomless darkness.
And? Do you expect me to join forces with you because of that? All I need to know is that she has something to do with March 7th's past.
Fine. I am only giving you a possibility for you to ponder. The choice is still in your hands. A heavy past is like an everlasting night. As to what kinds of sins lurk within, You should know that better than I do, former Vidyatara High Elder.
Yes, I indeed know how to face the past. Better than you do, first genius.
I have no intention of refuting that. Let us keep going, Lord Dan Heng. I didn't think there were still some that got away.
Explain.
They are thieves from the garden. They have long coveted this world, but it always been kept out. They finally got a chance thanks to your efforts. Unfortunately, they ran into Miss March and their consciousnesses were plucked out one by one, reducing them to mere husks. Those who were lucky enough to escape her drowned in the black tide, becoming these twisted figures.
But they look very different from the usual black tide creatures.
The reason has to do with our destination. Let us deal with the threats before us first. Then I'll reveal the answer to you.
You really have no intention of fighting, do you?
I have no grounds to assist you. Besides, the geniuses are still keeping a close eye on me. I would hate for anything I do to be misconstrued as provocation against you.
Never mind. Let me clear the way.
Harmony and unison.
Open sesame.
What's in your prescription? It's okay. It's okay.
Impressive. How long?
Stars echo.
Expand your thinking. Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy. You won't get away. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
What splendid spearmanship. Truly remarkable.
Let's get back on our previous topic.
These memo snatchers attempted to infiltrate the breeding ground of the Black Tide to steal Iron Tomb's memories.
That sounds like a surefire way of destroying themselves.
Well, our views differ on that. They had a chance to reach the truth precisely because they did not fear death. That futile world-bearer turned himself into a seal in this cycle, attempting to suppress the black tide spread. His golden blood soaked into the ocean tides and covered the earth, etching the scar of destruction into this world. And that scar shall point the way forward for you. Erudition, destruction, remembrance. When the three paths cross once again, Amphoreus shall face a most magnificent end.
Cloud.
I have witnessed 30 million futile ends atop this cliff. You may not agree with me, but I've always believed that this number has made me the person who understands Kozlana the most. This is also where he decapitated me on that day and pointed his sword at the Aeon of Destruction. He suffered a tragic defeat, but also achieved a legendary deed. A drop of burning golden blood. The blood that will cleanse the world. Dripped from the god's wound.
Nanook? Fiden managed to hurt them?
Yes. It melded into Kozlana's body, becoming the Destruction's final blessing. If you wish to dispel the fog and find that March 7th, then go and awaken his fury. She hides in the crevices of time, in the most concealed corner of Amphoreus. Only the most ferocious will can break through the memory zone and illuminate her footsteps. Just like how the blazing sun can only rise at the end of the Evernight.
How do I know this won't be another trick of yours?
I have nothing to gain from helping you two work together. But in this cycle, Kozlana never answered my calls. Perhaps his mind has already eroded away. Or perhaps he is still awake, still fighting the whispers of the black tide. Deep down, I only wish that you and the esteemed Trailblazer could bring me an answer.
Is there really no other way? How long has it been for you? Kozlana! Finan. I'm back. What?
The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation, you lost the chance to ever be yourself.
Duty does not drive you to wield your blade, but hate. Behind that hatred, you seem to desire the destruction of the self.
Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey. What you stand to lose weighs far heavier than life itself.
It is because you suffer that you are so much stronger than any ordinary person.
Partner. And Dunhung.
You still remember us?
Those two names are like brands.
Then I'll tell you that those two names only appeared for a blink of an eye in your long journey. But we once fought together to protect this holy city beneath our feet. And we witnessed each other's resolve at this very cliff.
I have forgotten everything except the belief I had when I set off. Even this body is as alien to me as your words. All I know is that I must imprison the destruction that swallows all.
What if I tell you that we're here for the same thing? Look at what this world has become. You know what it's waiting for. Even if you've forgotten everything, I still believe that you'll make the right choice, like you did in the past.
When have we ever had a choice? When were we ever masters of this world's fate? Even though I shoulder the dreams of millions of lives, I could only forge the destruction's evil will.
No.
Everyone I know is dead. And the world I dared to save has been torn to pieces. So, be gone. This body never existed to carry out deliverance.
There's no need to be so serious. Sorry, I had a really long nap and all the bad memories woke up first. Long time no see, partner.
Well, it was only a very brief farewell for me.
We once walked side by side and trusted each other to watch our backs. That memory will never fade away, even if all else does. And because it was so precious and hidden so deep in my heart, it needed more time to wake up. Trailblazing? What an interesting concept. Surely on your worlds, that is also a titan revered by the masses. There is no need to further confirm your resolve. Today, we inherit the duty of the gods, safeguarding the inhabitants of Amphoreus. Stand with me, and become heroes! Did you hear that? Heroes! I have never forgotten the weight of that word.
Even though I am no longer a hero, and the only thing remaining in me is the boundless flames of wrath.
But lighting a fire can also illuminate the path ahead.
Everyone I know is dead, and the world I dared to save has been torn to pieces.
But there is still a group of heroes that I know. And they will bring the true tomorrow to Amphoreus.
This body never existed to carry out deliverance.
It only ever burned for world-bearing. So, I'm going to head towards tomorrow first. Don't make me wait too long, Donna. Partner.
Deal.
What if we were born from the destruction? There is no need to question your heart. No need to crave victory. If I am born to be a vessel of sin, then I shall roar at evil and trailblaze a dawn for future generations to come. Let us go to the other side of the night. Dawn is there, and the blazing sun, destined to rise.
It won't be too long before our paths cross again.
There is a ruckus coming from the Grove of Epiphany. It is time for you to set out, my lord. I have another notice for you. In this cycle, an eccentric demigod deviated from their flame-chased destiny. In a history known by none, Terravox, the Earth, fell. This matter has remained extremely mysterious, contradicting the extrapolations of 30 million cycles. I have reasons to suspect it also has something to do with Lady March 7th.
As of now, clues that yield no conclusions are not important. Finan already pointed me in the right direction. Open the way.
Lord Dan Heng is gone. You can now speak your mind, Lord Anaxagoras.
Thanks for the honor. And here I thought you weren't ever going to acknowledge your old friend. The Inspiration Circus recorded that you have led me up Dawn Cloud countless times, and the last time was right in the previous cycle. Oh, and Kefali even lowered their hand to welcome.
Surely you didn't move into my head to browse such trivial content. But if that's the case, I wouldn't mind recalling some fun Dromus trivia for your pleasure.
You seem pretty relaxed.
Indeed. The experiment's variable will be eliminated by my enemy's very hands. A beautiful way to kill two birds with one stone, isn't it? You know very well that everything I said about that Remembrance Pathstrider was true. Both my hypothesis regarding her identity and my recommendations to Lord Dan Heng.
Yes, I know. You haven't told a single lie so far. But I noticed your thoughts would generate a curious ripple whenever you mentioned her. It's almost like you were deliberately trying to hide something into the depths of your brain.
Since you're talking in such a blunt way, I'm assuming you haven't actually found any concrete evidence.
That is correct. Thanks to that mechanical body, you can control the boundaries of your thoughts, opting to only show partial truths. Pity that I still managed to grasp a shiver of fear that escaped your control, and I traced it upstream to discover one single word. Lycurgus, tell me, what is the Demiurge?
The grove. Even the branches and leaves of the sacred tree have been dyed gold. Finan gave his all for her. Now that the destruction has quelled the Memoria tide, it's time for me to go deeper into the grove. Who's there?
That fiery blaze engulfed the grove and woke all creatures from their slumber. And you, visitor from beyond the sky, you have no intention of listening to the cries of the earth.
You are...
Are you surprised? Demigods with golden blood are not solely limited to Kefali's children. Is it not natural that the offspring of Georios would take on their duty? I am Terravox, Avatar of the Earth, divine protector of the myriad living beings.
What a coincidence. I was just told by someone to watch out for you. Answer me. Why would the Dromus King of the legends, the demigod who should have fallen, appear in humanoid form?
You already know the answer. Is the transmutation arcanum not precisely your specialty, descendant of the permanence?
How do you know about... Was it March 7th?
Exactly. Thanks to her, I was able to escape into the Memoria tide and disappear from the world's memories.
So you didn't die. Your fall was just a lie. You cast aside your duty as a flame chaser and joined her. Why?
To survive. For a Dromus, life is no more than existence. The birds and beasts of this world have struggled to survive since time immemorial. Yet unlike humans, they are unable to live on in the World-Bearer's memories. But Evernight is the master of remembrance, and I saw your story in the Veil of Evernight.
Vidyadhara, the permanence, tracking transmutation, resurrect, Shana.
The path you chose to survive will lead to your death, demigod.
And what of it? This body is soaked in filthy golden blood. The earth is hungry, and only the permanence can satisfy it.
This madness seems exactly like Mara struck.
You won't get away.
Stars Echo!
Expand your thinking. Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy.
Cloud Knights? How is that possible?
Feeling bold?
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
It's endless. Has the Memoria tide returned?
The fires of abomination reignite. Why not join that water-mirrored moon and be fully imbibed?
A miracle!
It's okay, it's okay. Stars Echo!
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Expand your thinking.
Immortality!
Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy.
Immortality!
Is this some disordered memory?
The mists of the past shall drift away.
What?
Scatter, fade, turn to foam. Do you not remember me? After all, I am the heavy burden you must bear. How could I be so easily forsaken?
Dan Feng? Is this another Memo Snatcher trick?
Vidyadhara are supposed to forget the past during hatching rebirth. But the preceptors interfered back then and allowed me to remain deep in your consciousness. If you do not wish to use that bloodstained name, you may call me Obliviated Memory.
That's not necessary. Though we've long parted ways, I won't ever forget you.
So, who is that giant?
That is Amphoreus' Earth demigod. He should be on our side, but he was led astray and intends to seize the power of dragon transmutation.
The dragon descends upon the earth, and all beings look to it in reverence. You and I know that all life in the universe covets permanence.
Are you trying to say I'll end up like you?
One day you will. And as I see it, that day won't be far from the end of this journey.
Let's move on to another topic. I have no intention of passing judgment on Dan Feng, and I have even less desire to become entangled with him again. I only have one concern right now: bringing my companions back safely. You can either help me deal with these abominations, or return to the shadows of memory. Dan Von Funk.
All right. The filthy remnants of the Memoria tide still run rampant. Let me accompany you through these ruins. You could use the help. And presumably, that giant who craves the power of dragons won't just let things rest.
Do as you please. I'm moving ahead. Speaking of Terravox, his aggression just now was probably some distraction.
His madness is plain as day.
I agree.